best thing you can ever do as a teenager is to join self-improvement. The best path so you can absolutely achieve any goal you have in mind. So, this video is a full guide on how you can join self-improvement and to become better than who you were a year ago, yesterday, your past in general. And you will have the absolute best glow up if you implement what I tell you in this video. 3 mindsets and 3 habits. I'll start with the 3 mindsets, then the 3 habits. The first mindset that you need to understand is the more pain you pursue, the more pleasure you will get. You've been to the gym for a couple of months now, right? Pain, right? There is nothing pleasurable from going to the gym. Like from the feeling of, the extension that you have on your arm, that muscle tension that gets on you. That doesn't feel good. It feels like a burn, that slight burn. But you still have to go through it so you can build the physique that you want. And guess what? If you stayed up late working or studying, you're gonna realize that the exam or the video that you're gonna make, or let's give it the exam that you're gonna have next day is gonna be easy, right? It's because this hard path, this painful path will lead me to a very, very comfortable, pleasing place. So you have to keep this in mind, because honestly, it disappoints me a lot when I see a lot of people saying that they want to become the best, they want to quit vaping, they want to quit fapping, and all they do all day is that they pursue pleasure over pain. The more pain you pursue, the more pleasure you will get. The more pleasure you pursue, the more pain you will get. With that being said, let's jump to the next mindset. The second mindset that you have to keep in mind is that women are a distraction as long as you did not build the life that you want. You see, you're going on self-improvement. So why would you decide to go and look for women? Bro, your life ain't shit. Why would you look for someone to join your ain't shit life? Build the life that you're looking for, achieve the goals that you've been planning for yourself, and when you have everything you need, then you can look for a future with a good woman. But for now, we need to focus on only you now. So women are a distraction, but if you manage to find a good woman that but if you manage to find a good woman who believed in you and stayed with you, then you should absolutely keep her. If she knows that you are in the lowest of the low and she knows that you are very, very down and she is willing to stay with you for your own personality, for your own character, not for what you can provide, for your own character, then bro, sure, keep this woman with you, but don't look for her. Let her come by herself. If she came by herself, you did not open Instagram, Discord, or Tinder, or any of that and start looking, you'll never find good women there. But if you suddenly end up finding one throughout the journey and she end up wanting and, desiring to go with you, then absolutely let her be with you. If she believes in you and you believe in her and you believe you guys can have an amazing future together, then keep her. Other than that, don't look for women because they will distract you from your goal. The third and the final mindset that you need to understand when it comes to self-improvement is that you are in a man's journey. This journey, a man's journey, is full of obstacles, challenges, tears, cries, pain, heartbreaks, but it's full of joy, honor, fulfillment, and love, and care, and deep connection, obviously. So look, the thing about this journey is that it is the absolute best journey and it is the most painful journey. This path shapes you and forms you in a way that a man should be. A man should let go of the people or the things that wants to let go of them and not be attached to them. So I believe that a heartbreak, or a girl cheated on you, or you guys had a reason to break up and you never wanted to break up, basically a heartbreak in general from a girl, I believe this is the best thing that can happen to a boy, so he can turn to a man, because this teaches him to let go of that weight of love and care, and those two things are the most powerful emotions that a human being can feel. So when you let these two go, imagine what else you can let go of. Rejection, failure, criticism, neglect, all of those stuff can be easy to let go of. So when you let go of the girl that you've been in love with and you've always wanted to marry, but she wants you to go anyway, when you have self-respect and you let her go, you will become the man that you have to be. The man that you want to be will eventually come when you achieve all your goals that you have in mind. So those are the 3 mindsets. What about the 3 habits? Let me tell you. The first habit that you need to form when it comes to self-improvement is reading. Any kind of greatness can be achieved through reading. But the most important thing about reading is not to only gain the information, but to also implement this information. You read something that could teach you something. Implement it. Something in social life, go and implement it. Something in relationships, go implement it. Something in life in general, go and implement it. Keep it in your to-do list, something that you have to implement, something that you have to do that you have learned from reading. That's when you get the most out of reading. If you are lost, read. If you are hungry for your goal, read. If you have a heartbreaking moment, read. The only thing you should never let go of is reading. If you find reading something really heavy, just use an audiobook, for example. You can open YouTube and you can look for like habit tracker, audiobook, for example. And you can listen to it and also read on your phone for the same time or in the book itself. But most importantly, it's not to have an excuse that could get you out of the reading atmosphere. Like, for example, don't sit for 10 minutes and you're like, yeah, I've read like 2 pages and I'm done. No, bro. Finish like 10, 20, 30 pages, bro. This is your own investment. The more you read, the more you become better. The more you implement, the more you even improve and you become the person, you get closer to the person that you wanted to be. It's very simple. All you gotta do is just download any kind of book that comes in your mind. Bro, even if it's like Atomic Habits, if it's Think and Grow Rich, The Millionaire Fast Lane, go to pdfdrive.com. pdfdrive.com. Every book you can think of is there for absolutely free. Download it for a PDF, read it, implement it, you have improved. Congrats. And the second habit, so you can have a successful, self-improvement journey, is journaling. It surprised me for how much people, talk about this, but they don't really explain it. This habit is the most underrated, trust me, because this journaling habit is the best habit you can ever form besides reading. Look, if you are in a struggle, in a heartbreaking situation, in a chaotic situation in your life, if it's like a life or death situation you're in, and you journal it, that's it. The problem is solved. Because 90% of the problem will be solved when it is written down. It is now clear. Where is the issue? How you can solve the issue and why is it occurring in the first place? All of this will be very clear. All the problems will be very clear once you get to write it down. Grab a paper. In the title, the center of the top of the page, I want you to write the problem that you're going through. Heartbreak, rejection, failure, or loss of direction. I want you to write it down. Write how are you feeling about this. Write what is the situation, like what is the problem. Like I feel lost because this and that, this made me feel lost, or maybe I'm too distracted. Maybe this will help me. Maybe just keep writing the things that you're struggling with. Keep writing, and then know how did this happen in the first place, and what could this lead me to? Could this lead me to a change of mindset? Like, could this make me the man who I want to be? Yes, then it's worth it. Then I should absolutely know the issue. And then finally, the how. How can I solve it? If you don't know, you can ask ChatGPT. But please, if you want to get the most out of journaling, it's from your own head, not from ChatGPT or Google or anything, just from your own head. And trust me, it is going to be worth it. And it will be very, very successful, journey that you're going to have once you let go of internet and all of that, and you only have your brain when it comes to journaling. The last habit is to become a bit better than who you were yesterday. And this was something that I was supposed to put it in the mindset section, but I realized that if we put it in the habit section, it will be more based on action, not based on just a mindset. Like, you will have to implement some things, you will have to take action on some things so you can be better than who you were yesterday. What do I mean by this? As in, if you meditate for 10 minutes, for example, each day, how would it feel if you meditate 10 seconds more every single day? Let's say you meditate for 10 minutes, then it's 10 minutes, 10 seconds, 10 minutes, 20 seconds, all the way till 11 minutes. The week is done, 11 minutes and 10 seconds. And you keep increasing 10 seconds, 10 seconds, 10 seconds. Or for example, on your next, leg session, you add, 2.5 kg. Or maybe you add one more rep on your next chest, session, or bicep tricep, or whatever the split you're taking, but you get the context. Most important thing is to become better than who you were yesterday, even if it's reading one more line in a new page. As long as you are becoming better than who you were yesterday, you are winning through life. With that being said, remember to subscribe and like the video. And remember, no one will save you by yourself.